video games.
That's it?
Alright, and we are back with a very special gaming episode, because we don't do that many of those. You know, we gotta do more. We're huge gamers here. Everyone loves gaming, and the Game Awards are in a month, so we're gonna review all of the nominations, and let's just be clear.
Let me be clear.
All of these opinions we're about to state are objectively correct, and you cannot argue with them. Alright, that being said, let's look at the nominees.
Opinion is a made-up word for weak people.
Yeah, that's true. All right. Now, I have my screen recording. We can see all the different categories.
I do not see any actors that I know on this list.
No actors. Where's Will Smith?
Where is Will Smith?
So, I'm gonna skip all of the esports ones because I don't watch esports.
Yeah. Our objectively correct opinion does not matter on esports. So
yeah, neither of us watch it.
You vote. You vote.
Fair enough.
Commit voter fraud in the comments.
Yep. We're gonna rig Game of the Year to the game we choose. But I think it's fair. We'll start with most anticipated game, right?
Right.
So, looking at this list, we're starting off with Final Fantasy, garbage. Hogwarts, I hate Harry Potter. Resident Evil 4. Pretty sure that game already came out.
That game already exists?
Pretty sure that game already exists. Then we got Starfield. Alright, that's probably the game I'm most hyped for on this list.
That's probably the only one that I'm hyped for on this list.
I'm almost certain that The Legend of Zelda is going to win, so...
That's true.
I don't really even see how it matters, because...
Well, I mean, it is the follow-up to Breath of the Wild,
everyone's going to vote for that.
It is a pretty incredible game.
Now, here's another category that I actually think is pretty good.
Oh, Lord, it's a video game. I literally have not seen any of these.
So, Uncharted is bad. Sonic, I've heard, is pretty good. I haven't seen it, though. Cuphead, I don't know. But then we have Arcane and Cyberpunk, which are both absolutely fantastic. Like, top-tier shows. I'm going to have to give it to Cyberpunk just a little bit. But maybe that's recency bias because I saw it more recent.
Well, my opinion does not count because I literally have not seen any of these.
Yeah, let us know if you prefer Cyberpunk or Arcane, but I think I'm going to give it to Cyberpunk just slightly on this one.
Vote on which one I should watch.
Yeah,
I might make it halfway through it.
You watch the first episode, maybe.
Yeah, I'll probably watch the first one.
Best indie game debut.
Stray.
I think, yeah, Stray.
Stray. You don't need to read the other ones, because Stray is probably the best one. It's the kitty cat game.
I don't know any of these other games, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I hate indie developers, actually. I only like AAA games.
Yeah, I only like AAA garbage that they shove down our throats and we have to pay a monthly fee for.
To be fair, it is kind of on them for not including Slime Rancher on this list.
Yeah, right, this is the one thing we're going to preface, is that Slime Rancher 2 is not anywhere in the Game Wars, and I think that is a crime. People might say, oh, it's still a early access, and it doesn't. It's basically a full game. Fortnite's still beta. Yeah. It's dumb.
It's because the big corporations are anti-true gamer. They just want us to eat what they feed us.
Yeah, I think that Stray is definitely, at least would be my pick, but I guess I'm biased because I haven't played any other ones.
Have you played Stray?
No, but I watched Jacksepticeye play it. I don't have a PlayStation, so I can't play it.
Hell, man, I'll have to get it.
Yeah, we have to get Stray. You have to get Stray for both of us.
Yeah, you can come over and watch me play it.
No, I'll just watch you play it.
I'm even better than Jacksepticeye.
Yeah, you'll give better commentary.
Yeah, little known fact, I am actually Jacksepticeye. This is my secret show. Don't forget to subscribe, guys.
Now we're on the Content Creator of the Year, and I'm gonna be honest. I only know Ludwig. He's the only person on this. Actually, no, I know who QTC Cinderella is, but I don't watch any of these people.
I know who Norbu is too. They all seem like.
I don't watch any of these
very
people.
upstanding citizens.
So I'm gonna give it to this guy for having an anime profile pic. I don't even know who he is.
Why not the girl? What content does she create?
I think they're all gamers, but now we're getting to the real competitive categories here. We got best multiplayer.
Oh, dude, it's Overwatch all day.
Really? You think?
Oh my God, Shredder's Revenge is on here?
Yeah, it is.
I'm going to have to go with Shredder's Revenge.
You think Shredder's is better?
Shredder's is really... Have you played it?
I have not played it.
It's really good. Dude, we should play it. It's got 4-player on it.
I think that it's...
I like to play as Ralphie.
Actually, pretty much all the games on here are decently popular. I mean, maybe Call of Duty will win, but I feel like Call of Duty doesn't usually win, so I'm going to go with an out of field. I think Splatoon 3 is going to win. I think that's who's most likely the Game Awards will pick. to win is Splatoon 3.
No, it's gonna be Overwatch because
Easy,
it's
but
got
Overwatch-
it's got the mass appeal.
Yeah, but Call of Duty is more popular than all these other games
Yeah,
combined.
Call of Duty sucks worse than I guess it doesn't suck worse than Overwatch because I mean Call of Duty is just not finished yet. Overwatch is not different than it was fucking.
Overwatch 2 has a
4
ton
years
of
ago.
haters though, because they don't like that it's not different at all. But
Well, I'm
maybe.
an avid hater of most things, and I
yeah,
hate.
I love
Call,
hating. It's my favorite
Dude,
thing.
I love to hate. I hate Call of Duty.
Here's
'cause
another
they just won't
another
finish it.
category that I have no opinion on, but I'm gonna go with FIFA because I like soccer. So
Wow, look at that! You're voting for the same game as last year.
yeah, I literally don't.
I'm
play
gonna
racing or
cast my
sports.
ballot for N basketball 23.
Basketball. No, you just go on
Google it.
Google real quick and just look up N basketball 23, and I'll give you a good laugh.
And I'm voting for N basketball.
All right, but I also don't know any of these games or play. I don't play strategy games. I know Warhammer is very big. Dune looks kind of cool, but yeah. Do you have any opinions to share?
No.
No, I don't play strategy games. I wouldn't know. Best family. I think we already know which one's the winner here.
Kirby.
You serious right now?
Oh, dude, it's obviously Lego Star Wars.
It's obviously Lego Star Wars: A Skywalker Saga. I don't even care what. It doesn't matter what the other games were. They could have been my favorite game of all time, and I still would have picked Lego Star Wars as the best family game.
Dude, Lego Star Wars is one of the best games that came out this year.
That's true. I guess I'm not surprised. Spoiler alert, it's not a nominee for Game of the Year, but I think it at least should have been considered. Because this game's like really expansive.
Oh, dude, this is the best Lego game there ever was. Hands down.
I don't know about that.
What? Well, I guess it doesn't beat out the complete saga,
Yeah.
but
I don't think
it pretty much beats everything else.
I don't think it'll ever beat out the complete saga for me, but that doesn't mean I think the game's bad. I still think.
Well, I mean, the
game's
complete saga is just that's a whole different beast you're talking about
but
there.
nostalgia is also a factor there, so gotta take that into account.
That's true. That's because we're affiliated with the YouTube channel Nostalgia Critic, and and he actually endorses us. So don't forget to press subscribe.
Just
guys.
like Markiplier is actually our best.
Just like
friend.
we're friends with Jacksepticeye and Markiplier.
Yeah.
Don't forget to press subscribe if you love those guys.
Yeah, don't worry. We're best friends. We see each
We're
other on
yeah,
a
we're
weekly basis.
We're best friends. We'll share all of your nice comments with them.
Yeah. All right, we're on to best fighting, and the only game on here I've played is Multiverses, but I think Sifu has to be the winner. Have you seen this game? It looks like so much fun.
No, I haven't.
I remember I watched Critical play it, but it's like I think it gets progressively more difficult.
Do not name drop YouTubers that we are not associated with.
No, I'm actually best friends with Critical too.
No, we're not. He hasn't endorsed us. He runs our competing podcast.
Oh yeah, he's the competitor. What? Actually,
He is that podcast.
if you watch the official podcast, start giving it 0-star reviews and burn all of your merch.
Make sure to thumbs down it, guys.
just to show that you only watch our podcast.
Just hate to ain't. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You don't even have to not like them. Just do it as a symbol of your loyalty to us. So I think Sifu should be the winner of this one, but
I'll go with you on that one.
all right, best role playing game and
Elden Ring.
Nah, it's definitely Pokemon Legends Arceus. What are you talking about? Bro, you
Nope.
get to throw Pokeballs in this game.
That Legends Arceus was definitely one of the Pokemon games of all time.
It definitely was a game that
Yeah,
released.
they've definitely been making the same game for the last 22 years.
Yeah, but
25 years, actually. Sorry. Well,
think
then
we-
again, I guess you kind of have to say the same thing about Elden Ring because all the Souls games are pretty similar.
that's true. But I think we know the real winner of this one. I mean, I'll be extremely surprised if Elden Ring doesn't win this category, but we'll see.
I feel like Xenoblade might be able to give it a run for its money.
Best action adventure game. I'm
God of War.
happily surprised to see Stray's back, but I think
God
we
of
know,
War is gonna
I think
win.
we know who's gonna win this one.
Horizon doesn't have a chance. Whatever Tunic is,
I've
I'm
never heard of
guessing.
Tunic, and the Plague Tale I don't know much about, but I've heard about it.
I've seen the trailers for it.
I can't imagine any. God of War is gonna. Honestly, this whole game award is just gonna be God of War versus Elden Ring for all the competitive stuff.
Don't forget about Modern Warfare. Best action game.
Maybe see.
Okay,
Teenage
I think Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles could actually win this one. They might actually have a shot. Oh, but it's against Bayonetta 3.
Yeah, I think there's enough.
Bayonetta 3's got a lot of haters though because of the voice actress getting replaced.
Yeah, but then it turns out she lied about all of that. Her like pay and stuff. She like lied about it.
I still feel like it stains the game a little bit though.
It might, but I think it's also. I'm gonna be honest with you. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles ain't winning anything. It's not.
I know. I'm still holding that hope because it's such a fun game.
I think Sifu is definitely really good and could potentially, but I think it's it's either gonna be Modern Warfare or Bayonetta.
Yeah, probably.
So we'll see. Among Us. Among Us. Come on. You know.
I've heard Bone Lab is very good.
I have a VR, but I haven't played any of these games.
Yeah, it's probably going to be Among Us.
Now, we have such good opinions because we haven't played any of the games on here.
It's probably going to be Among Us. This is just speculation, everybody.
This is all.
Except it's all objectively correct.
This is objective. Like, you can't even argue because you're just wrong.
Like, if these games don't win, it's rigged.
You're just wrong if you argue. Sorry. Oh, God, The Last of Us.
Really? They got Return to Monkey Island on there? That's actually pretty interesting.
Innovation and accessibility. So this one I'm it says recognizing the software and our hardware is pushing the medium forward by adding features, technology, and content to help games be played and enjoyed by an even wider audience. I wish they would explain exactly what these games did, because I don't know. Like, what did God of War do to be more accessible to, like, more people?
I don't know.
What did they do?
I do have to say, though, it is pretty interesting to see I Return to Monkey Island on this list, because I'm gonna look it up now. Monkey Island is like a super old franchise.
Yeah, I'm just like, I just want them to say what they did. Like, how am I supposed to vote in this category if I don't know what they did to, like, be more accessible?
Yeah, they need to make voting more accessible and tell you what you're voting for exactly.
This is right. Let us, you know what? Let's just rig the vote so Slime Rancher 2 wins Game of the Year, and even though it's not even nominated. Everyone, drop in the comments how much you love Slime Rancher, and make sure that you're gonna be voting for Game of the Year.
Yeah, guys, this is a little just a fun tidbit because I've heard of Monkey Island and I thought it was interesting that it's on this list. That the original game is from 1990. It's a LucasArts game was a point and click adventure.
When did this game come out this year?
This is a new game.
Did it come out this year? Return to Monkey Island?
Recently.
Huh.
I don't know if it was this. I think it was this year, but it was recent.
Interesting. Well. You know what? Just for that, I hope Return to Monkey Island wins.
It looks like it's a point and click also.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm actually happy to see more games like that. Oh, this one's got a sponsor, guys. Sponsor. This category's got a sponsor. That's so funny.
Oh boy, who's our sponsor?
Work?
Sorry, I got to get back to
the
stream.
It's hilarious to me that they're getting certain categories get a sponsor. I think that's funny. But this is best community support, so. For recognizing game for outstanding community support, transparency, and response. It has to be Fortnite.
I hope it's Fortnite. The rest of these games aren't that good.
I mean, I could see Destiny 2 with an outside chance because Bungie does listen to what the actual hardcore Destiny community wants.
Plus, the Destiny fans are like those rabid animal people that like only play that game. So
that's true. If like a hardcore Destiny fan, that's like probably the only game you play.
Dude,
I know Apex Legends has been going up and down.
This has turned into a PSA. If you only play Destiny 2, you need help.
What was that? I think what most people don't understand is that there's a lot of people who are like, a lot of gamers who just play one game, whether that's like Fortnite or Call of Duty or Destiny. There's a lot of gamers who just play one game and nothing else.
You know, with Destiny, you got to pay $70 every 3 months to continue.
Yeah,
playing
I wish
the game.
that their expansions weren't so expensive, but you know.
Well, that's why Destiny 2 is still out, and we're never getting a third one.
Yeah, RIP. It used to be on Game Pass, which was awesome, and then Sony bought it, so that ain't happening again. RIP. Well, anyway, guys, back to best mobile game. I love mobile games, don't you?
Is that the Diablo in there?
Yeah, definitely. Anything, honestly, anything but the fact that this game was nominated is awful. I'll literally take any other game.
My God, there's Genshin Impact.
Yes, Genshin Impact.
Everybody vote Genshin.
Literally I don't care who wins, just as long as it's not Diablo.
I don't care who wins as long as it's not Genshin Impact.
I don't care. Marvel Snap, because Nick Fury was in the ad for that. Because Samuel L. Jackson was in the ad for Marvel Snap. We'll give it to them.
I really don't even. This is such a hard field to compete in.
Yeah, I literally don't know. Best indie game, Stray. Sorry, everyone. You can't beat the cat. You can't beat out the cute little kitty cat.
Yeah, it's kind of hard. It does have the cutest protagonist in
Call
video
of the
games.
Lamb looks interesting.
Yeah, but not as cute as Stray. You
That's
got a little
true.
backpack on, you know.
Man, we don't really play that many indie games, but
I mean,
I like Stray. Stray is fun.
I've played a good handful, but none that are on this list.
Well, these are all new though.
Yeah,
they all came out.
Yeah,
this
I know.
year.
All the indie games I've played are from like. Probably,
I've played a lot of
more
older indie games, but not.
Yeah. Oh, this is a shout out to my favorite indie game. If you haven't played Enter the Gungeon, you should play it. It's phenomenal.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that one.
It's so fun, dude.
Right. moving on.
We can move on though.
We're trying to keep this short and sweet, you know. Award of the game for outstanding. This literally is the same thing as best community support. It's all the same nominees too. It's the same.
They just rearranged them. Except Genshin Impact is on there now.
Woohoo! Yes, Genshin Impact. Again, it literally has to be Fortnite. Dude, they drop so much content for that game.
Who the hell keeps nominating Genshin Impact?
It has to be Fortnite, right? Like they just keep adding and adding. So they add stuff every month. Every month.
It does, it does have the best multiverse in any video game.
Every time I pop back into that game, every couple months, it's totally different. Everything's different.
It does have the best multiverse, hands down. No,
even if you don't like Fortnite, you have to commend that team for constantly putting out.
There
new
ain't
stuff.
no catch up on that. I spent $20 and bought the Morty skin.
Everyone's got to play as Rick and Morty.
Rick and Morty.
Games for Impacts.
Where is Genshin Impact?
Yeah, where's Genshin Impact? Why isn't it in Games for Impact?
Well, you didn't throw Genshin Impact on the Games for Impact.
It's literally in the name. It's in the name. For a thought-provoking game with a pro-social meaning or message.
Ooh, this sounds like an L game. We should stay away from this because it sounds like it's politicized video games, and I want nothing to do with it.
Again, they don't say what the message is.
No input. Just next.
I'm gonna go with Citizen Sleeper because I like the art style and looks like cyberpunk.
Do not cast a vote.
Don't vote.
No, don't vote because now we're politically charged.
Best performance awarded to an individual for voiceover acting, motion.
The guy in the middle. He looks very nice.
That's the guy who voices. Pretty sure that's the guy who voices Kratos.
Oh, that's the guy who. Yeah, that's Kratos.
That's the guy who voices Kratos.
I thought I recognized him.
What's it?
He looks so wholesome compared to Kratos. You see Kratos, and he's like this big bald monster man that kills everything, and he just like this guy looks so friendly.
Again, I haven't played any of these games, so I don't have.
Sorry, Christopher Judge. I vote for Christopher Judge.
I think.
I'm
pretty sure he already won an award for this, but maybe. All right, best audio design, and guess who it's between? Wow, Elden Ring and God of War.
I don't know. Have you heard Modern Warfare? Sometimes the audio does not play at all for me when I play the game.
Sometimes the audio just disappears, so we're gonna have to give it a Modern Warfare for that one.
I want to send out a little heartfelt message. How did Modern Warfare get nominated for anything? It's not done yet.
It's Call of Duty, bro. It's the most popular
game.
It
literally is, and the game is not even finished yet. And they're like, yeah, give it an award.
I think you fail to understand that it is the most popular game ever, and it will always be at the Game Awards, so they can talk about it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Right.
They won't even say it's not finished.
So this is basically going to be between God of War and Elden Ring, and get ready, guys.
You're going to notice this is definitely between Elden Ring and Gran Turismo 7.
That's between Gran Turismo. But you're going to notice a pattern between two certain games being in every category from now to the game of the year. But again, I've played Elden Ring, and that game has fantastic audio design, so we'll see. All right, best score and music, Elden Ring, just for the intro song.
I don't know.
I mean, I've only seen the trailers for God of War because I don't have a PS5, I can't play it. But the music was good in that too.
I have been playing, the first God of War recently. I just started it, and it is pretty phenomenal. I'm not gonna lie, and I mean my good friend, Jack, he was on the show. He's been playing God of War Ragnarok, and it's sounding like this is like the best game to ever grace the earth. Based on what he says.
Yeah, a lot of the PlayStation fanboys are saying that. So
I don't know, dude. I mean, I've just been playing the first one, and it's pretty incredible. So if like he's saying the second one is even better, then
I'm not saying the games are bad, but Sony fanboys definitely hype them up to like an unachievable level.
I'm not a fan. They're really well made games.
Yeah, I'm not saying they're bad or they're. I understand they're very good games, but it's like how some Xbox fans back in the day would hype up Halo as like the greatest game to ever grace this earth. This is what PlayStation
fans do. Yeah,
but PlayStation fans definitely do that with God of War. But again, it's gonna be between these two games.
To be honest, God of War kind of deserves it. It's pretty good.
You haven't even played the game. You don't know.
Well, I've been playing the first one, and if the next one's better, then I trust it.
You don't know. You don't have an opinion. You haven't played it yet. You can't say if maybe the audio design absolutely sucks in that game. You wouldn't know.
Well, then there's no point in us voting on any of these because we've only played, unless one of those is we've only played.
Shut up! Our
Elden
opinions
Ring.
are correct. These are correct opinions. All right, back to best art direction. I have to give it to scoring. Have you seen the art direction in this game? It's fantastic.
Yeah, it is pretty cool.
Like,
I don't know. Stray is pretty visually interesting too.
Stray is cool, but just looking at the screenshots of scoring, it is an incredibly artistic game. I actually really hope scoring wins this one.
Actually, to be honest, all these games have like pretty incredible art.
No, I mean even like in Elden Ring, like just looking at like the backdrops and you're like looking in the distance, like the big Erd tree.
Well, yeah, like I mean, like God of War and Horizon, and even Horizon have those like big landscape shots that are like immaculate.
I agree that all 5 of these games' art is fantastic, but I'm gonna give it to Scorn just for being the most unique.
You think Horizon is fantastic?
Well, at least again, purely the art.
No, yeah, I know. I'm only kidding because I don't understand the point of that game.
I've literally never played it, so I don't know.
It's PlayStation exclusive.
I know it is, but I was saying like I haven't seen anyone play it either.
Yeah,
But
that's true.
I think Scorn, because like at least like with Elden Ring, God of War, and Horizon, those are like like those big like types of landscape stuff is kind of common in gaming. With Scorn is like totally unique. So
Yeah.
all right, now we're on to the final 3 categories. Best narrative, not Elden Ring.
God of War is gonna win.
Yeah, God of War's gonna win. As much as I love Elden Ring, I'm not playing it for
Elden
the
Ring's
story.
fun.
I'm not.
Well,
It's not for the story.
The story is just kind of too hard to follow. Like, because either it's like really generic and it's like, hey, go kill these guys and become Elden Lord, or you read every piece of lore and it's way too complicated for it to be that good.
I would say same thing with Dark Souls and Elden Ring is that it is the world building is excellent, but there's not like this really great narrative story. It's just like kill every boss and win.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, the narrative story is good. You just have to like read every item description and pay really close attention to like specific characters and where they hail from and all this weird stuff.
This is what I would say. I would say that the world is more interesting than the actual narrative story of your character.
That's true.
So I don't think that in terms of it being like for outstanding storytelling and narrative development. If it was world building, I might give it to Elden Ring. But if it's just like a narrative story, then I think God of War is going to win.
God of War is going to win.
Yeah, best game direction. For outstanding creative vision, innovation, and game direction design. My issue with Elden Ring and God of War is that neither of them innovated in their game design.
Honestly, Stray.
Because if
Stray is definitely the most innovative.
I'm
really happy to see that Stray is up there for these top 3 categories.
No, same. I think Stray is a fantastic game, and I'm happy to see it.
I assume it's out there for
recognition.
Game of the Year. I'm gonna guess that it's in the next category since pretty much all of the games have been the same for the last 2 or 3.
But if we're talking specifically for creative vision and innovation in game design, no offense, Elden Ring and God of War aren't like revamping anything. They're just better versions of their previous games.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Yeah, all God of War really, or not God of War, all Elden Ring really did was just, I mean, it added an open world to Dark Souls, but
it's just more Dark Souls, more bosses, more weapons, more.
It's like Dark Souls if you just like slapped it on the Breath of the Wild world, like that style open world, and you just you just made it Dark Souls.
So I'm gonna have to go Stray on this one.
Yeah, I think
agree?
Stray is definitely the most innovative of all these games.
And finally, what everyone's been waiting for, Game of the Year.
Dude!
And wow, isn't it crazy?
Where is Gran Turismo?
Yeah, isn't it? Where's Fortnite? Why is Fortnite not on here? But isn't it crazy how it's going to be between Elden Ring and God of War again? All right, recognizing a game that delivers the absolute best experience across all creative and technical fields. We got A Plague Tale Requiem, Elden Ring, God of War Ragnarok, Horizon Forbidden West. No, not that game.
Honestly,
Stray and Xenoblade Chronicles 3.
Honestly, dude, I feel like God of War is going to win. I don't think that it necessarily should be, but I feel like it might win because of recency bias.
I could definitely see
because of all the hype that's going on around it. I feel like honestly, I feel like it's not even a contest because like you see like, I mean, I've seen Ragnarok gameplay and it's like, wow, this looks incredible. Like that looks so cool. And Elden Ring's been out for I'll say like a year, not a full year, but it's been out for a while now.
Yeah, it's been like 6-7 months.
Yeah, it's been out for a while, and I'm familiar with it. So it's like God of War has this new fresh, Saran wrap seal on it still.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. Honestly, I wouldn't even be disappointed if Stray won.
I would be very happy if Stray won.
I wouldn't even be mad because it's just such a fun, cute game.
Well, it's also pretty uncommon for indie developers to win Game of the Year.
Oh yeah,
so that would be pretty cool.
It's just a cool, unique game, and honestly, the world that they made for the game with like the robots and like the collapse of humanity, it's just such a cool world, and you get to just explore it as a cat. And I wish they would make more cute games like this because it's just It's
Well, it's interesting because it's a game that's like, centered around cuteness, but it's also very dystopian.
yeah, it's like relaxing, but it's also like super intriguing at the same time.
Well,
But I guess I would prefer to see Elden Ring win over God of War, but who knows?
you just want Elden Ring to win because you can't play God of War.
You're right, so I'm gonna pick Elden Ring. You should too.
To be honest, I don't really care which one wins.
I mean, it doesn't matter that much, but also since God of War 2018,
I
I'm
don't
pretty sure didn't it already win Game of the Year? So
Probably. But, I mean, that doesn't mean the sequel can't.
yeah, but I think it shouldn't.
Well, I don't think Elden Ring necessarily should.
I would say Elden Ring should win over this game, A Plague Tale, Forbidden West, and Xenoblade.
Well, I mean, we can leave that open to debate.
Yeah, well, let us know in the comments below who you think the Game of the Year should be, and
Yeah, I mean,
why it is Stray.
Yeah, I mean, they're both good games, but I still feel like it'd be really nice to see Stray
I think it'd be
win.
awesome to see Stray
Because
win.
even though, I mean, God of War looks really cool, and Elden Ring was cool, I'm not going to lie to you, though, to be honest, it's a little much. Like, it's a big time commitment to finish that game.
Oh, it's a big game. I don't think that's a negative.
It's like, I know God of War is a really long game, too. It's just that, I don't know, none of these games are like...
No, actually, I disagree with you, because you could play through just the main story of Elden Ring in a couple hours if you wanted.
No, I've basically been speedrunning and only doing the story bosses, and I still have, like...
It's under, like, 15 hours if you do just the regular story bosses.
AJ, I will literally pay you $150 if you can finish Elden Ring in under 15 hours. Because it is impossible, I promise you.
All right, I concede. After some further research, I may have been a little low in my estimates of time. It definitely takes longer than 15 hours to beat all the story bosses. So I concede I was wrong. But
That's all we wanted to hear, folks.
yep, so
That's all for this episode.
that's all. But one last thing, just my main issue with the voting of the Game Awards is that it only accounts for 10% of like the decision. So they say like the other 90% is based on what the game journalist.
It's what critics want.
It's what critics want. So it
And
should be 50-50 in my opinion at least, but unfortunately it's not.
And folks, that is why God of War is going to win.
That's why God of War is going to win. So
It's got the father-son dynamic, where Elden Ring just has the be lonely and kill everyone dynamic.
yeah, basically. But thank you all for listening. Make sure you vote for Stray, and yeah, let us know.
Thank you for 100 subscribers.
Yeah, thanks for 100 subscribers, everyone. It's great.
You really thought you were going to miss that? We got it. I got like 3 emails about it.
3 emails from YouTube about it, but
No, it was not from email. It was their YouTube. It was from somebody else. I have no idea. Some guy named Ryan. Did you not see him?
some guy named Ryan.
On the podcast account, he's like, "Congrats on 100 subscribers," and I'm like, "Dude, I don't know you."
that's awesome. All right, no, thanks for watching, everyone. Let us know what your favorite game is, and see you next time.
Have a nice evening, everyone.